Charge one.
I think it is, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it was the first one.
Yeah, it's live. Oh no, nothing, man. It's live. Yeah, it's live because I can see
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's all good.
Mm.
I start by saying all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash.
governors, the elder apostles, the great millstone, and all well. And shalom to all the brothers doing the work, centering truth, pushing this word to the four corners. You know, we're just out here again, just doing just various topics, just going to whatever, the spirit wills. It's like, we've been saying, like it's been said really from 2020, and then even like last year, this year, since Trump's second term, it's all prophecy, man. Everything's moving swiftly. It's basically clear. We're right at the door where this thing's ready to pop off. And like, given that we're in those times, now you're having, other groups, other people that have been, where they're saying, when you go to GMS, when you go to the mark, when you go to the chip, that's been consistent. What's been said from the apostles on down, it's been plain. It's just saying, the mark is a chip. Now you got these other groups where, all of a sudden they're just kind of, throwing it in there. Because why? Now we're in a time where it's plain that those things are coming to a fullness now. Same for like World War III. All everyone's been talking about. Trump saying he's going to do strikes on Iran. Then all of a sudden, World War III has been in the news. But then we've been mentioning it from before. Russia, China, Iran. These things have basically been a focus.
I got something for you after.
Because why? Because now everyone can see it coming to pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 15 and 1. It says, "Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Yeah, the words of prophecy. That's really the big part of what we're here been talking about, and what the apostles have been saying. The focus is prophecy. Now's the time where all those things are basically being fulfilled. People in the world. That's the thing is like the mark is the big one. Because you go to people in the world, bro, average everyday Joes are talking about, the mark. Now you got the Epstein files come out.
Yeah.
The satanic,
that's heavy.
conduct of the elite.
Yeah.
Those things are now.
Did you see that devil? What's his name? Andrew.
Andrew
You
just
see him on the
yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
There's multiple pictures of
Yeah.
That was when he was apparently leaving the station.
Yeah.
He was all fucked up. Because I think they interrogated him.
Yeah.
But then do you see all the other actual Epstein pictures when he's like, there's fucking sick bastard kids laid out, and they're see all of that. It was at the front of the sun and that. And he's like smiling over it. That's the type of shit that they have.
Yeah.
And it's all coming out, man. There was another image they had of Andrew as well. But did you see even in the, that's a shame. They fucking arrested the Queen's son.
Yeah.
He's like, I think he's like, one of the brother was telling him yesterday, he's like 8th in line for the throne.
Yeah.
Regardless, I said to the brother, he's a royal, so called. That's a damn shame. They're being exposed, bro.
Because that's the thing, it's like, that's right at the top. That's the thing, is that's meant the Queen and what, that's the thing as well, is the Queen protected him.
Yeah.
So it's like, then it's like, the last monarch,
well,
everyone was talking
They were
about,
paying off the victims.
Yeah. The last monarch, everyone was like bigging up as, the Queen, she was a great leader, blah. That's your Queen.
That's your Queen, bro.
That's your Queen. That's
Lizzie.
what she was doing. Lizzie was doing that. She was out there protecting this guy when seeing like, he's done all this. Okay, just dash the money, whatever. So that means that your elites, your leaders, your system,
that's what they do.
All this that you're invested in reality, it's all BS.
And you know what, bro? This is why that Epstein files. The beauty of it is I've got this second Ezra still. The beauty of the Epstein files is that basically it's like now none of them, not Esau, cannot be on that moral high ground no more ever again. Bro, even that demon Tommy Robinson's in the files.
Yeah.
And the joke's thing is, isn't he always talking about foreign rape gangs? Foreign rape gangs and all this bullshit. They're coming to his countries. Bro, you're part of a whole elite ring of them.
Yeah.
How the hell can... So he was the one speaking on behalf of Britain. So, bro, you basically the image of Esau is completely smeared with this. You know? Completely smeared.
The reality of it is that's the thing, it's been like the reality has always been is plain. these guys are a complete mess. But then it's just now. The thing is the evidence has been there. Insiders have come out. Like Hollywood, before Hollywood got the whole Me Too, blah blah blah. There were people coming out for years. There was kids coming out saying, "Oh yeah, it was all kind of fucked up." All the kids in Hollywood were bugging out.
All the child stars from the Goonies. Remember the Goonies?
From the 80s,
all them 80s stars, man.
Whatever.
All those classic movies. Those kids were being destroyed, man.
Yeah, I remember they said like what.
Macaulay Culkin, they fucked him over, man.
Yeah, for a minute.
Through.
There was what do you call it? I remember I was watching a video. They were going into the what was the movie? It was that book.
Book is it? What is it?
The one that's about like the young girl. I can't remember.
Matilda.
No. I'm talking about the old school one.
Old school book.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's all coming out on them.
Oh, Lolita, the movie. They said when that was filmed, that was like in the 60s. They said when they filmed that in the 60s, the girl that they filmed the thingy with, she was like 14 at the time.
Yeah.
She ended up getting a sexual relationship with like one of the producers.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I was like, wait, how's that happening
well, even
on
that,
the scene?
even that fucking, there's an actor, Woody something. You know the one that...
Oh, Woody...
you know
Harrelson?
No, not Woody Harrelson, because that's White Men Can't Jump. That's the actor.
Yeah.
It's the other guy, Wood something. He's like famous in America. He's like an Amalekite, a skinny Amalekite. What's his name? Wood something.
I can't
But like, basically, the Ammonite woman he's with now, he was with her when she was like 11. What's his name? What's his name, bro?
The director.
He's like a direct. He's like no. What's his name, man? Fuck.
It was like his adopted daughter, innit?
He's an adopted daughter, but he married her.
Yeah.
So it was this is what they put on paper: adopted daughter.
Yeah.
Like he was grooming her. So cool. So this is what happened.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
So that's what they do in Hollywood. He's like a Hollywood creepo.
Because it was thingy. She was like raised. Su
Young from Rush Hour. Remember Su Young?
Yeah, because it was like
Su Young. Remember Su Young from Rush Hour? And she was singing Mariah Carey. Remember the guys? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you met her in like 11th grade.
She was basically young.
Yeah. It was thinking. I was like, bro, it's like.
But that's what they do in the fucking Hollywood. Even that it's coming out. They're saying that Ghislaine Maxwell was one of the ones that kidnapped. That took the one that they put us on British media. What's the young girl? Madeleine McCann.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
They were saying it was Ghislaine Maxwell because they were like, truthers are starting to piece it together. And it's like Ghislaine Maxwell taken her 20 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
She was sacrificed.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's these like. Yeah. Bro, it's for the longest time. Their man was just like, no, you know, what was it? The philanthropist kind of like that whole being able to present. Oh, we're just
activists helping the world.
We're just like we're using it. That's the thing you have to think about. Is like they made it in this world where if you just throw money at something publicly, then you're meant to be a good person. Like I don't like no matter what you're doing. It's like, well, you know, doesn't really matter. At least he's throwing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Like, bro, it's like. Well, with those things, it's like in the scriptures, it's like you doing it in public. Yeah. And then you've received your reward because you're doing it for the public spectacle.
And you know what fucks up the society as well? In Iran, they're burning effigies of Baal and all that. Baal and the obelisks and that. What are they doing over here in Babylon? These idiots over here, they should be supposedly doing it the worst, burning that shit down.
Christian.
Right. But in Iran, they're actually burning effigies of Baal. But you know what they're doing here? Worshipping it. That's what they're doing, like you said. So, should I read this?
Yeah.
Read this? So it says 2 Ezra 15:2. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord power, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yes, the thing, and with those, it's like because of the conduct of the people in this place. That's the thing is like with these, like people talk about, oh, there's grooming gangs, there's this, there's all kind of fucked up shit happening. But then it's an error that proceeded from the rulers. The rulers, the heads of society. That's how they get down.
They've allowed this, man. Yeah. Well, this is what they do. Like you said.
Because as far as with Esau, really the justification is whatever you do, you know, as long as you do it behind closed doors, or as long as you do some kind of apparent good over it, then you can do whatever you want. And that's really, and the thing is like the doers thou wilt spirit is in reality what they're actually about. They talk about old Christian. I remember like Will and Kate's wedding where they were reading from the Bible, the inauguration of Trump. They were reading from the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
But then what, like you said, what they actually, as far as following through on the words of the scriptures, what they actually doing? They're in reality, they're just they're really witches and warlocks, and that's now the thing is now it's been revealed.
Yep.
They revealed it on their own selves.
Yep. I got something for you, but shall I keep reading Ezra's?
You can get get what you whichever. Like if you want to get your own thing, or you keep reading.
I'll keep reading this, then I'm gonna read. They take the word and cast it behind them.
Yeah.
So I'll keep reading this for a minute. I'll say. So it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, that's it. Wickedness has polluted the whole earth. That's when people are confused, like, oh, why is it that bad things keep happening? Why is it whenever I check the news, there's no good news? This place is established on wickedness. This place is really built to just fortify and continue to build up all forms of confusion and wickedness. That's what it's really about. This place is really built off that off spirit, man.
Yeah.
Because you just think it's like you go out in a day to day, you're gonna see all kinds of shit that make you think like, yo, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
And then you see the system of rule. It's like, as far, what is it? Debt is money, and debt are the most glorified things in the society right now. Everyone's always thinking, oh, how can I, anything for the bag? That's really the mindset people are in. They're thinking, oh, I need to just make sure that I can get some kind of, of the enjoyment, pleasures, carnal goods out of this world. And then, in focusing on that, then it's that's why people get compromised. They'll compromise. There's a lot of people where they would have seen. That's the thing is like a lot of it. The whole, well, what would you do for £1 million kind of thing? Would you suck a dick for me? Like all those things. That spirit exists because why? There's a lot of people.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, they get offered those things. Then they're thinking like, well, it's like once I get the 10 mil, or once I get X, Y, Z, then what do you call that? Cool. Then it's worthwhile. They're like, oh, think of all the good I can do. But then it's like, really, you're corrupted. And that's really the reality of it. It's like once you're thinking, okay, some guys just bent you over and done criminal acts on you. Then it's like, oh, but you're like, I'm gonna do righteous thing. I'm gonna help my people. No, you're destroyed, bro. You're compromised.
I got something. This is in the NIV. This is Psalms 50 and 16, and I'll read on down. It says, but to the wicked person, the Lord saith, what right have you to recite my laws or to take my covenant on your lips? You hate my instruction and cast my words behind you. When you see a thief, you join with him. You throw in your lot with adulterers. You use your mouth for evil.
Yeah, it's like what business do you do? Yeah. It's like these guys will quote the scriptures. These guys will talk about Christian. That's the whole white nationalist movement in America. They're claiming, we're Christian, white nationalist. Bro, you guys ain't following the script. You guys never follow the scriptures.
Never have done.
Like, what about when you established America was following the scriptures? I'm like, no, we need to go back to that blood. Bro, it's like, it's always been about just self-glorification. That spirit of Esau, what the blessing was the sword. By the sword shalt thou live. When you man got the gun, that's the holy device for you, man.
That's it.
That's the righteous device. Yeah. I remember we was watching Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
That man got the ability to blow. They were like, what I am becoming.
Blew them to smithereens, man.
The destroyer of worlds. They're like, we can take out the whole planet Earth. Why aren't we like God? That's what they're really, maneuvering like. That's the mindset they're in. You got more on that?
There's a bit more.
Okay.
So it says, when you see a thief, you join with him. You throw in your lot with adulterers. You use your mouth for evil and harness your tongue to deceit. You sit and testify against your brother and slander your own mother's son. When you did these things, I kept silent and you thought I was exactly like you. But I now arraign you and set my accusations before you.
Yeah, that's because you've not been held to account, because the judgment's not come. You're really then thinking like, nah, we're just gonna keep running with this. This is that we just this is we're receiving blessings upon what we're doing.
Mhm.
And that's really what they're thinking. That's the thing is like as far as with these like Epstein Island, whatever, and that's just one. That's just one geezer.
Mhm.
He's not even relevant.
Mhm.
Like he's only on a certain level. There's gonna be further and worse things. Like what is it? Thingy. What do you call it? Grove.
Oh, Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove.
Mm.
These cities, like you're gonna have further and more extreme forms of observation.
And it's all
being
coming
done.
out. Mm.
Yeah, and that's the thing is
Remember
like,
Alex Jones said he was like, remember when he got the Bohemian Grove, he was like, I was in there and he secretly went there.
Yeah.
He was invited.
Yeah,
Like he secretly go like that.
yeah.
Go like that on your thing on the side. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's there, innit? Just pull it off the thing,
okay.
it's just some string. So he said, remember when he said he was invited. No, he said it was a secret filming. Nigga, he was invited, Alex Jones.
Because that's the thing.
And he
it's just
revealed
like,
some shit about it.
And then when Trump was in the in the White House, Alex Jones was there. He was down with.
And Trump's in the Epstein files.
Yeah,
But they've swept his
name.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like with these rulers, these leaders. Now it's basically the thing is now it's really being showcased to the public. Because as far as we've been aware, like you go to what is it? Psalm 64.
I got it.
Might as well read it.
Psalm 64 from the top.
Yeah.
Psalm 64 from the top. It says, "Hear my voice, O power. In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity."
Yeah, the secret counsel of the wicked. These are things that are known of. That's the thing is, anyways, like as far as secret councils, that's always been like that's a conduct of leaders anyway. Like you're not gonna have council. It's like it's this new age. It's really the diverse Roman system of this what do you call it? Having a what was it? Senators, Senate houses and whatnot.
Yeah,
that's
parties.
a public discourse kind of thing. Where that's some new shit. In most of these leaders, they'll be behind closed doors. They'll have their council. They'll deal with their council. Yeah, that's not really a kind of mystery for people to have conduct.
Well, there was a truth I was seeing on social media, and he went to like the House of like the central London near the House of Commons, and he was saying there was one Conservative and Labour guy. The Labour guy was going to like Conservative meetings. And sitting with them, and he said to him, "What are you doing here with them?" Basically, I thought you're because these guys have been taught that there's a divide and whatnot. No, they're all part of the same system. You know, like for example, they paint that guy Jeremy Corbyn like he's down for Jake. Jeremy Corbyn's an insider, like all the rest of them. He takes his orders from
just like Diane Abbott.
They're all of them. All of them.
So you see Diane Abbott in the 80s.
Yeah, she was an activist.
Yeah,
she was an activist. Diane Abbott was really for. Active rights for Negroes, for black people in England. She was for real, but then they sold her out.
They brought her in. They brought her in. Now the way she talks and conducts, she's just another slimy politician. She's just amongst her ilk.
That's it.
And that's
they sold her out.
Yeah, that's like it's a lot of these things. People are really thinking like, oh, look, but then it's like you need to have that faith because otherwise. You're then like, but then what can I do? I'm just like you're just out there. You don't have no faith in no higher power because Esau's your higher power.
Yes, sir.
But then that higher power Esau you're looking at, he doesn't have a care for you. And then you realize like, oh shit, what can I do? You're like, oh, but I can vote. I can thingy. Bro, it's like, man, I remember
doesn't change anything.
Bro, the Iraq War, man were protesting it. There was man in tents.
They
were living there in tents for like 10, 11 years. That whole war was on. They didn't have no impact. Man, I'm talking about Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Bro, thingy like just ejected America out of Afghanistan at the like last minute. There were no protests or whatever.
Yeah. You have no say. Like even this whole war in Palestine now, bro, they're still bombing them. What say you idiots kind of? They're still bombing the fuck out of them. Even I saw something where there was one of the brothers posted. They're taking their dead Palestinian skin. You know these Amalekites.
Like, bro,
they're harvesting their organs, all of it.
Yeah, the organ harvesting. They've been.
Yeah, they've been doing it. So they're still doing it now. So even all these protests in the world is still going on. The only difference now is that this war that's global now in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, that region, is coinciding with all the Epstein files and. So it's the end of this system.
Yeah, it's just.
It ain't protesting that's stopping them doing that. It's the Lord,
Spirit.
His Spirit. Yeah, bro. Exposing society. You know.
Read on.
So it says, okay. So it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yeah, that's the thing is these guys that they're a big aspect of their whole MO is keeping Jake on that destroyed state, keeping Jake in that stupefied state. And then not just Jake, but then the whole world. Because what's Isaiah 60? Gross darkness has covered the whole earth. Everyone's really out here not knowing. That's the thing, it's like until this Epstein files, a lot of people are thinking, oh, they'll really be thinking of Jeremy Corbyn. That no, he's just an upstanding guy, he just really cares about. Those people that thinking Trump is really standing about, he's like, no, he cares about America, he wants to make it great. They're really thinking, believing in these things, believing these aspects. They're thinking, bro, as people talking about celebrity, I'm like, bro, it's like you realize whenever a celebrity's on a talk show or whatever, doing interview, it's marketing. They're selling a product.
Yep.
Like, and it's finding out, oh, apparently, one or two of them are actually a piece of shit or whatever. But it's like, but I still think, I'm like, bro, you bought the marketing, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's coming out on all these damn celebs, what they get up to. But the thing is now, the world is so far gone, in the Western world anyway, the majority just believe in Satan anyway.
Yeah.
They couldn't bat, they don't care less. They don't bat an eyelid. All these people are under this spell in this space. That's why these elites, which the Lord's doing it anyway, but these wicked elites, they can just come out with all the most heinous shit. I mean, what more heinous stuff is there than the Epstein files?
Exactly. And
there's no one uproaring.
Arrest. That's a funny thing. It's like over here in the UK, it's like what Prince Andrew got grabbed up. Was it Peter Mandelson got grabbed up as well? He's getting grabbed. Like they're actually doing something. It's like in America, ain't shit happening. Because why? Them men don't they're cooked. Trump could go on camera, be like, "Boof, I just shot a man."
Yeah.
And then it will get the same last action hero style, and no one's gonna do shit. Because why? He's already a god to them, so they're just gonna be like, well, fuck it, we'll just run with him. And then hey, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go altogether unpunished. Just because it seems like it's going fine. It seems like they're like, well, they can do anything. Who can even stop him? But then, bro, it's all through the spirit.
Yep. So it says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They can
lay snares privately. That's the thing that's what they're scheming heavily against Jake. That's a big aspect. Keeping Jake in that destroyed state. That's why it's like the justifications they've got in America was what the first thing he used to get ICE out and get the military involved was, oh, there's a crime wave. There's migrants coming in, they're slanging drugs, they're doing this. We need to get these Northern Kingdom men out. Then as well saying, oh, the resistance is saying, okay, we're going into Detroit, we're going into Portland because there's just too much crime. These blacks right here being too criminal. We need to destroy and stop them. And that's where the focus is. But then it's going to be broadened to where everyone's going to be put in the scope. The domestic tea era is what they're basically put as a term, so they can then justify it, just like with the Patriot Act, make everyone a homegrown danger. And it's even with they've done it over here in the UK where they say, oh, there's different religious groups and whatnot. They're basically trying to build the what's the term, the
narrative,
justification or narrative they can have. So when they do come against them, it's then it's justified. They're like, whoa, they were doing that. And then even with Trump as well, it's post I got something. Okay. It's post Epstein files as well. It's all he's been doing is just chaotic shit. They're saying, oh, they're gonna do a strike on Iran. Oh, they're gonna do a tariff on the whole planet Earth. Oh, they're talking about Mexico as well, saying, okay, we're gonna have to go through Mexico and do X, Y, Z. These things, basically to distract from that dirt being shown, man. Because I read this, Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans."
That's America, man.
Mm-hmm.
It calls it the virgin daughter because it hasn't been touched by war. Like on its soils, the only wars America's had, they're obviously the American Indian wars and stuff, and then they had a civil war amongst themselves. But we're talking about it's never been outside infiltrated or had to fight outsiders in the soil of America. So now, what's happening now is the way the Lord's building up the world against Babylon. Everyone pretty much hates Babylon now. The world leaders, the allies.
Trump's become that.
Figurehead,
isn't it?
Trump's become the figurehead of just like, yo, they're getting sick and tired of the policy of America, the mindset of it. You know, even I saw they were speaking to some Iranian high official, and he said, America's finished. He said, they've got their own problems. Look, their president was in the Epstein files. He said it over there. So
that's what I'm like, bro. It's like everyone.
It's a shame on them.
It's like, bro, any world leader link up. It's like, yo, Epstein file. Like, what can he say?
Yeah, bro. The time is coming for America. Said, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. The dust represents the confusion. Bring it down to the ground, basically. Hey, didn't you see that film that they released on Netflix a few years back? Not Leave the World Behind. What was it called? Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind.
And it was they were being attacked from like Iran and Korea, different. Cause you saw the leaflets. It was all different entities, and they were like knocking down electrical grids. They were
fucking up the drive.
When it was all Teslas.
So
there was obviously fucking with the satellites. Because that's part of warfare. So they got that all lock stock, man.
Yeah.
They got that all lock stock, and then don't get it. All these years of the Biden administration, they blamed the Biden administration for all the foreigners, and then they used the tribes, so they had a lot of Guatemalans and whatnot come to America. But even in the midst of that, there was troops. Well, they probably are troops, but there was like Chinese nationals coming there. They would come through fucking Ecuador. Because it's like they could get visas there. And they would come into America. It was like Syrians. Because I remember there was one video where an American's on a Texan border and he's interviewing them. He said, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" They say, "Syria, Syria," they're saying to him. And he goes, "What are you here to do?" One of them, "I'm here to work. My country, there's nothing to work. There's nothing there." Then the camera goes on the other guy. He's just smiling. Like they're like waiting to fucking you have to see that one. It was a legendary clip. I always laugh at it because you can see all of them are like soldiers or something. It's like they're sleeper agents, and they're all and the Biden administration is to blame for that. You already have to see it because the camera came on him. And where you from? The guy said, "Syria. Why are you in America? Better living, better work." And the guy's like, "But you're all men and that." And then he turned to the other guy. The other guy's like that. Like you have to see it. Like he was like, "You're thinking this guy's waiting for it to crack off." Yo, man. Yo, bro, it's gonna go down like that. And remember, these nations this has been something in preparation for years. It's not just yesterday. So when it goes down, the virgin daughter of Babylon will be brought down from inside and then from the outside. You know? Because even in America now, the division is immense.
Legendary.
The racial division, you know, from the native whites to the so-called Negro to the foundational Jake Americans to the Hispanics, to the fucking other nations that's there. It's all at an all-time bubbling pot, man.
This is what? "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen."
Yep.
And that's really what, like, the Epstein files coming out is, bro. It's like there weren't no deep investigation done by, some truther or whatever. Them man just released that themselves. They basically just shattered themselves. They soiled themselves in public, to where it's just like all their filth just got revealed on the global stage, and it's really just like shown. Oh, this was really These guys were murky, disgusting, vile fucks this whole time. And then so it's like evidence to point to be like, oh wow, you had insiders coming out highlighting these things. Now it's just there. This is what thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. But I'll skip down a few verses as well. It says what verse 12. It says what, "Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries. wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. And yeah, stand down now with thine enchantments. That's the thing, is that witchcraft, these different high holy day ceremonies, these different observations, these things are basically a big aspect of what people, like these elite, really hold on to. This is how they decide how they get what days they're going to take certain action, what things they're going to push through. This is how they decide. Okay, how we, who we going to establish to do things to send forth. And then when you go into it's obviously the left hand side reflection of where you have the councils or the angels, where you have most sides say, okay, who's going to go through and do this? Who's going to put lies in the mouths of certain prophets? Who's going to set this guy up to go and fall at Ramoth Gilead? Like, who's going to do these things? These elite have it, same thing through the left-hand side. They'll be going and inquire of Satan, go and inquire of different demons, to then be like, okay, what's a good day to do this?
Yeah.
Or they might be like, okay, this is when, we'll get alignment of these different energies. Let's try and utilize those to do certain things. What was it? The Venezuela thing, was it the first blood moon or of the year, or the first full moon of the year? I can't remember. It was one of those kind of things, the first of the year, where they went in, they did it, and it was just like in the shadow of darkness. Then they had it pulled out, and it was something they noted of. And it's like, damn, why are they noting that? Because why? These things, that's what they get into. Those enchantments, those witchcrafts.
It's like they pulled out of there, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the army.
And that's the thing as well, is like you had witchcraft, crystals, horoscopes, all these different things being popularized within within the general world anyway.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of girls you talk to when you go on their social media.
Yeah.
They're talking about, oh, I'm getting these crystals, or I'm doing this, or I'm trying to, I'm getting a healing, whatever.
You know what? There's a documentary. It's called or it's a film. What's it called? It shows the nuclear war. What's it called? It's an old school documentary. I lost the name of it, man. It's pretty dope. But the point is they were talking about the nuclear war in it. I forgot the name of it. The great Earth Saturn. Sorry, go on, bro. Go on. Sorry. The great.
No, it's all good. But yeah, it's like with all these things that will be exposed, it's even clearer as well. That's the thing is it's a spiritual battle. There's what we're coming up against, spiritual wickedness on the left hand side. That's really what we're contending with. There's the average Joe blogs or whoever is not. They weren't even aware these things are going down. Epstein files just exposed all that.
I forgot the name of it. It's called The Great. But it was like a commentary on the end of the world. Yeah, and in the commentary they were talking about Babylon being destroyed by nuclear missiles because he was going into Ezekiel, Jeremiah, like basically I forgot the name of it now. You see what I'm saying? It's been spoke about a lot as well. But anyway, they asked the general public in like the 70s or the 80s, in America, do you think there'll ever be a nuclear war, etc., etc.? They will say no, never, and all that. It was going into everything, how Esau's wickedness fucks up the earth and all that. They said no, never, and they said now because of the signs of the times that's happening within the earth, people in America now are seeking spirituality, and then the billboard, it went straight to witchcraft.
Yeah.
So that goes into hand in hand to what you're saying. That was getting further, pushed in society because even the beginning of America was built by
warlocks.
Right, but then when society was formed, that was an underbelly. They didn't have that in your media. They didn't. It was like the white woman wearing long dresses, cooking. It was that spirit. The good families. It wasn't nothing to do with that.
The so-called Christian.
The Christian upholding that basically. But then obviously, and as we know, behind the scenes, they've been doing this stuff anyway. But obviously, over time in society, they've pushed that more and more to now where it's like a woman talking about she's into tarot reading is normal.
Yeah.
When they talk about I'm spiritual, this stuff, or men say they're spiritual, it's always something to do with some left-hand side wickedness. It's nothing to do with the Bible. Yeah. So it showed you that because
it's spiritual.
Well,
that's the term, isn't it?
That goes into what you read in Isaiah. They shall seek the soothsayers.
Yeah.
Isaiah?
I can read on. So it says, "Thou art weary."
Here as well.
Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And yeah, that's the thing. All these different forms of observation on the left hand side. That's really what these guys are into. That's what they're looking at and like, oh, okay. So how are we gonna like? I need to. Like, it's people. They'll kind of be like thinking, okay, they might think, I want this next single to hit. I want my next movie to be big. I want my next whatever. They get into all those left hand side things because they're like, okay, yeah, it'll work out. They might be like, okay, I hope I get this job. They'll be, thinking, okay, let me go and pour out some whatever, do some little ritual or whatever to get them, those powers on them.
Well, that's that film. That film, Him. There's a recent one. I think it's the same makers of Get Out. The same makers, remember? What's it called? Him or something like that.
What is it, Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele, and he made a new film, and the guy's like an NFL player, and he's got to basically do rituals to get the GOAT status. Like basically, it shows you how in the sports world they've got to do all kind of to get to that level, like a LeBron James spirit or Michael Jordan. You know that energy. Lionel Messi. Like whenever you watch something to do with Lionel Messi, you always see like they always show you a silhouette of a goat behind him.
Yeah.
Why are they showing you that? Because they're showing you how these guys, their talent is talent, but to get to the further level, they have to do things to further the energy. Meaning they got to do left hand side shit. It shows you that in that film. It's called Him, I think, or Him. Yeah, and it's some crazy ass. He's basically the guy's like a trying to be an NFL player, and it's showing you what they have to do behind the scenes to evoke the power of that GOAT status, the GOAT level skills. You understand what I mean? Like, bro, it's no coincidence. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, these are like top players in the football industry, and they work with like numerology and from their youth, because the sports world is controlled by Masons. It's all controlled by Masons. Even there's a new young player like called Lamine Yamal for Barcelona. He's like this new talent, right? And his family goes back to a Moroccan lodge. They go back to a lodge in Morocco. So because they will handpick people with good genetics. This baby looks like he can succeed, so they'll invest in them. So they're not just randomly. They're not just random talents. They'll invest in them.
A lot of them, they'll build them up. And
then basically, because that Lamine Yamal, his story is that he's an immigrant from Morocco that came to Barcelona, then made it to Barcelona. They never worked like that. How? Because even someone was saying, how does an immigrant afford a nice community within Barcelona to live for his youth? Yeah. It was set up.
Barcelona ain't even got money like that.
Exactly.
For someone to go there to build up.
So someone was breaking down how he was really part of a Moroccan Spanish lodge, a lodge that's linked to Spain, but it's in Morocco, and his family has ties to that. So they handpicked him like, yo, he can genetically become exactly. Because why? Because when they get, even this player, when he scores goals, he does like this hand sign like that, and then they say it's like. They say, someone might loot that. So, he does the hand sign. But they say, what he says is for postcode of the communities from. Because his postcode is like 306 or something, 308. So he does these hand signals when he scores goals. But no, that's evoking, he's worshipping his deities, man. So that's what goes on really behind the scenes. No coincidence. When you see a sports star at the top level, that wasn't a coincidence.
Yeah.
You want just a talent from the ghetto.
There's very few of that. That's the thing as well. It's like with football being how it is, it's like, especially when you go South America, bro, it's like you can pick a football star under every rock, bro. Like behind every door.
You're a dime a dozen.
You open the door.
There's loads of talent.
Like a bunch of legendary talent.
How did they get to that level?
Yeah, that's the thing and especially it's like even with how these industries have become, it's not so much as about just like raw talent and whatnot. It's a lot more systematic with how they kind of build these things up. Well, I'll finish on this.
I got something.
It says, last verse.
Okay.
It says, verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. So they're just going to get cooked. They're going to be done out. Because why? As far as, even with, all you're doing, like you're still subject to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yep. Yep. So this is Revelation 19 from the top. It says, and after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven, saying, Alleluia, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power. For true and righteous are his judgments, for he hath judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his saints at her hands.
Yeah, the great whore that did like basically make the whole world drunken, man. This is what I think second Habakkuk 2, where it speaks about, you know, woe to him that give to his neighbor to drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what America's done. That's the thing is like on the surface level, it's just like democracy, it's women's rights, whatever. But then it's also on the high level, it's witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them witchcraft, that's really what's been pushed out onto the world. Because a lot of things will be, it's like the reason all these pedophile rings and whatnot, I'm like, bro, it's like the thing when you go to ancient Rome, like pedestry was just a part of the system.
Yeah.
You being able to just go and grab up a ute and then do whatever.
Yeah.
That was just a given.
Well, now it's coming out now. They're showing all these Pakistan and Afghanistan because they do all that there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is they're heathens anyway.
Yeah.
They do it because I think in Pakistan they do it.
I
All like the
remember
orphan
Afghanistan,
kids, they pop them.
Like, a lot of them.
The men, because you know the women. They say it's like a saying in Afghanistan. The women are for procreation. The boys are for pleasure.
Yeah.
They have like a screwing Thursday. They're demons.
Yeah.
They're all demons. Like, because the American soldiers come out and tell you the stories because they've seen it when they gone over there. But the funny thing is, going back to the history, Alexander the Creep, when he conquered those people, he implemented a lot of that stuff as well. So there's historical context to it, even though they're heathens. But guess what? You can curse them out, but guess what? In Babylon, you have straight up gay clubs and fucking freaks that are just all over the place, legally defended, protected. What difference is it? What's the difference? You know, it's just that obviously that's in the third world and whatnot.
That's the thing. It's like a lot of those systems. That's the thing. It's like a lot of those systems. Like it would just be some ancient custom where it's just like, okay, you just go around, everyone go, they grab a goat or they grab some ute or whatever. Then they're doing vile acts. And that's what it's like. That's why the whole like Yahushua must needs return. Because that's the thing, it's like Esau's the one that has the rule. If he wanted to, he was ruling over Afghanistan.
Yeah.
He should have, somehow he ruled over Afghanistan and did not establish order.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? But then that's the reality of it. It's like his spirit is that off spirit anyway.
Well, Alexander was into that. What they have in Afghanistan, the boy Thursdays, Alexander was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
To for his troops and all that. You know, they were doing that.
Yeah.
So they'll be popping men, shall we say. You conquer the land, you've got all the women to your beck and call, and you implement a fucking, because they'll do it, because what they did, the soldiers would have the men. Why they had the men is because remember, you're on the front line.
Yeah.
So they would have a pleasure man with them, which is they're just all demons.
But then it's just, I'm like, bro.
Why don't you just set up a fucking quarter for the women, like away from the camp, and then you can have your
go decimate the
exactly.
Bring some whores
exactly. Or as you further conquer the land you're fighting, you take the women. But that's Esau. That's all this. Remember, all these heathens, they're all into that type of shit.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's just, it's a lot of them. It's like
it's just in their their natural baseness.
They don't even want to deal with the women. Like I'm like, bro, it's like you look upon the woman. And it's just like you see it's like you said. That's why it's like they utilize sexualized advertising and all that. Because a man sees a woman booty, you're just gonna get your brain's just gonna do whatever it is, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You see women walking around in a tight dress with her legs out. You might just think, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Because that's just the spirit of men. Mm-hmm. But then it's like because they know that they utilize it against you. But then it's like also it's like prison. Bro, it's like having a prison where it's just you're in there for 27 years. You're never gonna see a woman.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna see like what's her face, that bitch in Wanstead in
Wandsworth.
Yeah. Just getting whored out.
Well, that's happening. It's a common theme, and they're banging the fucking
the female prison guard.
Yeah, because that's their
fuck else you gonna do,
them
bro?
female prison guards. That's like they're like slots that got them jobs, so that it's their fantasy as well. To get them like
it's just some violent criminal.
Exactly.
Just coming.
It's their fantasy as well. But it just shows you how fucked up Esau's system is, because you've got a whole prison system filled with men doing 30, 40 years, Yeah, and what you could easily do, because I think some South American prisons, you know what they do? They allow their families to come in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some of them South, because they're controlled by the cartels and different criminal organizations, they have more say than the system.
Yeah,
so even though they're in prison, they allow their wives to come to see them with their kids, so they can pop. You know what I'm saying? So they can actually pop
like,
their.
Bro, what the hell else? Like, what the, like, you're gonna go insane.
Esau
bro.
can even do something like in his Western society. He can even do something like allow the men to, at least if they behave well, to mingle with the female prisoners of other prisons.
Exactly.
Let them deal. Like,
so that's what I'm like, bro. It's like,
but we know Esau is,
It's fucking hell, bro. Otherwise, it's just like, what the hell's going on?
But Esau just created this. Esau loves a society of confusion. That's how he runs it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And those prison systems, it just creates animals. It's not to help you. It just creates some brute beast.
Bro.
It just creates some animals. Man.
Some legendary 40 years beat. Like, man, just see any young boy he sees.
Well, didn't you see that demon in America, the Booty Bandit?
Yeah,
what's his name? And I think the Boondocks even made fun of him. Him. What's his name? I forgot his name. He's like real old demon. You know? Yeah.
I remember with him, it's like they said he said he got out. And he said like, it's like, he's like, I think he said he went to jail when he was like 14, so he never got pussy. But then it was like, he said like, he got out of jail when he was like, bro, it's fucked up. So I was just like,
he
bro,
got out of jail like an old man.
Yeah, old man. He said he got pussy for the first time, and he said it was kind of shit. And I was like, bro, it's like you've been popping man them for the last who knows how long. Like, you're destroyed.
He's teamed with spirits.
He's
and before he started popping the
God.
dudes, they probably took him as a youth.
Yeah, they would have.
Those demons. See what I'm saying? It's a fucking fucked up world, man. With just people can fulfill any fucking lust. You know? People can fulfill like any people can fulfill any lust, bro, you know?
Any kind of vile.
I've got a precept, I've got something.
Yeah.
So I got Romans 8, right?
Go on.
Yeah, people can fulfill any kind of vile madness. So I got Romans 8. So it says, Romans 8 and 19. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the power. So it says, for the creature so that's going into basically the world is really waiting for some type of righteous rule. Really waiting for Israel to be on top. You know?
Because to be righteous. That's the thing, it's like, bro, it's like you need the foundation of the laws to even have that order of righteousness. And then it's like, even here, it's like, they're claiming, they claim onto the Bible, but then, in reality, they follow, of course they're not following it. They're doing all kinds of just mess and confusion.
They ain't keeping nothing the scripture says.
But then it's like, it says it, like the next verse as well. You might as well read on.
Yeah. So it says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope.
Yeah, he was made subject to vanity. It's like even with Jake, it's like they're meant to be the righteous, they're meant to be just, they're meant to be a reflection of the Most High's eternity. But then what? It's because Adam fell. Then it's like death came into the world, and then it's like that state is unattainable until we basically get transformed. There needs to be that changing of the flesh, so then we can attain it, which we'll have in the kingdom.
Yeah. No, sorry, go on.
No, go.
No, I'm saying people be dropping. Shalom, bro.
Shalom.
Shalom, man. People be dropping out now. People be dropping out at like motherfucking in their 20s. Have you seen it in today's age? People getting, it's like, because you're going into it, cursed. It's a curse because from the fall of man in the garden, Adam and Eve and everything, which we know that was, the true, that was the Jake man being deceived by Eve because she got, she tasted of the fruit of evil from the serpent in the garden, which was a man, that's the spirit of Eve today. Men have fell. We fell, man. Look at the system. Look at society, man. We've fallen, bro. You go into it, it's like, bro, people are dying at like 20 today. People got depression. People got.
There's 12-year-olds that are depressed. 7-year-olds are getting leukemia. Like, what the hell is going on, bro?
I don't know if you see there was a boy that got beat up in Warsaw.
Nah, not
Nigerian boy.
Wow,
his mum, he got jumped But he said that his mum said he's been getting slapped every day.
By white boys and
No, by Jake's.
Ah.
And like, I think it's because he's an immigrant, innit?
Mm.
He's probably got like a fresh
Fresh
accent.
and all that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they're bullying him.
Mm.
But it's just like minstrous monsters shall bring forth
Monsters.
Sorry.
Menstruous women.
Shall bring forth monsters. And,
Yeah.
you know, like the time that we're in is an evil time, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's evil time, man. Even I see something on the social media. There was a whole fucking plane of Edomites fighting. Did you see that clip? It's like quite new. It's like they were just fighting and that, and then someone commented on the boards, "What the hell is happening in today's era?"
Yeah.
And then people were saying, "Well, it's always been going on like this. Just now it can be publicized."
Broadcast.
But the thing is, yeah, things
it's
happen.
it's
But
a mix
now
of both, innit? Yeah.
it's a mix of both. But in today's generation, because I also know scripturally, the scripture says the world has got worse, bro. So now people are on today's ages. People are just quick to kill each other, or you know, there's no reasoning anymore.
Yeah.
That's the way the world is. It's just like people are quick to just destroy each other. The scripture says it. In the Lord said He looked down on earth with Noah. The men was violent on earth. People were just violent on earth. Their thoughts was wicked. It's the same today, man. It's clear to see.
I'll read this.
And these things. I'm sorry. Yeah, go on. Man. Go on. Man. Go on.
2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving them being deceived. And it's like, bro, it's like really when that time. Evil men, like now is the time. That's the thing. It's like Epstein Files is just showcasing on surface things that have been going on that weren't, like, you didn't have hard evidence to kind of bring to, and okay, blah blah blah. But then in reality, it's like how have the general people going down. It's like people will be a lying piece of shit just for shits and giggles. Like social media like has also accentuated where people will get a reward for being a low life piece of shit.
Well, you get rewarded for degeneracy.
Yeah.
That's what goes viral.
Morality, yeah.
Yeah, morality is at all-time low, man. You know, it's funny you mentioned the Epstein Files because it's going into a lot of things. It even showed like Somalia, how like Somalia now is in Minnesota. That's in the media.
Yeah.
Because it was showing that even in the Epstein Files, basically over there, the Somalian government set up like a system where they do that. You know that, what you call it? You know when they send money abroad?
Yeah.
So they've got like a system where they, even over here, they might work and send it back to their countries abroad through like Western Union. They have their own one. I forgot the name of it. What happened is the West wasn't happy that they were able to do that. So that's why you've seen all these smear campaigns against them. Oh, they're robbing us to send to them or whatever. But it went into it how Epstein, in the Epstein Files, was dealing with like people in the Middle East to shut that system down. So it's showing you how they fuck countries over. So basically, the whole point of countries not being able to even get anywhere is due to these devils, because they ain't got economies and how they can work things out. You just have to bow to them. That's what they want.
And I was gonna say that's Esau using his sword.
Yeah.
You know, deception and war is basically, you know, in order for him to get his blessing, he has to go work for it. Same thing like for us to have faith, we have to work for. Our faith is proved through works. His blessing or his belief system works through him doing works of evil.
That's why even you had Tucker Carlson. He sat down with a high. I don't know whether it's a rabbi or something. I saw one of the brothers post it on his story on Instagram, and basically Tucker just basically said, "Oh, we can just work out who deserves to be in the land by doing a DNA test. So why don't we just do a DNA test of everyone, whoever's meant to be on the land?" And he did it through the blessing. He said, "Abraham, what does Abraham mean to you? The land is a blessing unto Abraham, right? So if we do a DNA test, anyone that shows that they descend from Abraham
Can be
basically can be there." But the rabbi was, you know, shucking a giant like and
as usual,
because he's like, this might not go in my favor. And he's saying, what about the people that converted? And that showing you they don't understand the scriptures. Because even Tucker was more, obviously Tucker's gone up to the camp. So
I was thinking
a bit more.
I've seen a bit of that.
That's it. Yeah. So he probably knows
He's more versed.
Yeah.
But he's saying like, no, it's meant to be for Abraham. He's drawing
Sticking
a hard
that
line to saying that, no, it's for Abraham.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like these lot don't know what they're doing. But now on the flip side, when you see all the wickedness they're doing, legendary status,
So my days.
elite level deception,
It's all coming out.
wickedness.
Yeah.
It's all coming out, man. It's fun, bro. You know, it's even. You know, I was even seeing something. I think brothers might put it in that group chat. Amalek fucked over like Jake schools in America, Jake and Hispanic schools, where like the poor Azar people will be there, and then the immigrant peoples will be there, which will be predominantly Jakes from different lands.
Yeah.
These poor schools, what they did is they fucked them over, and then they have like a ruling panels in a certain state, and it's all Amalek that's on the panel.
Oh,
So what they do is they'll fuck over the school's funding
Yeah.
and put it into their children's religious schools.
yeah.
Basically, they're taking the money. So they shut the elementary school down, and then what them Amalekites will do now is they'll go and buy that block cheap. They'll get rid of all the school. These are demons.
Yeah.
And then the guy said, if you don't like it, you can leave the state, basically.
Fuck
So
yeah.
these are what these devils do.
But
They block your progression.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if you've seen there's a guy that does like audits on like Amalek. He goes to the
Yeah,
neighborhood
I've
in New
been seeing
Jersey,
it.
and he
Yeah.
said like, like he gets in there, through Gal,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, I'm on food stamps. I've got 12 children, and he'd be like, wait, so I'm paying for your children? He say, yeah, it's my right. I'm a Jew.
Right.
Like hoodie.
They don't work. They don't have to
do
work.
nothing. Yeah.
They get every. See, the thing is, that whole narrative of I've got something too, by the way.
Come.
Isaiah 14, but that narrative of the poor, they're welfare grabbers and all that, bro.
Yeah.
They're doing that.
They're the worst side.
They're like, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with the state helping you.
Yeah.
You see, but what it is that what they got you thinking is they got the people thinking, oh, you got to pay your taxes, so they make you bust your ass working, and guess what? You're just funding them to do what they want with that
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
It goes to them.
Yeah.
They get all kind of functioning deals for housing, all kind of children, what do you call it? Off the taxpayer.
Yeah, grants.
Grants, all of that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
They
yeah.
get thousands of
Right.
pounds a month.
Yeah.
Amalek, you know?
That's the thing is like most of these different nations, they're basically working in consort with the system. They're able to get
Yeah.
leverage out of it because it's like a big part of it is financing. Because that's why it's like it's what our red line and whatnot. As far as Jake being able to get like borrow money, that's a big part of how people get established. They'll kind of be able to borrow money, flip it, turn it into something, and then kind of build themselves up from there.
And because even I was seeing something as well. I'm sorry, just another one point with Amalek. Because there's a channel I check, and it basically goes into secrets of how Amalek do things. Yeah, it's like on the socials. And you know what they was mentioning? You know what they do, bro? These devils, they love communities of high crime rates, i.e., the Jake areas. You want to know why? Because what they do is instead of putting a deposit down on one house or a flat in a nice area, what they do is they go to the poor and they'll put a deposit down on like 5 or 6 houses in that area, plus storefronts. Then once they start moving the Jakes out over the years, the Asbos and all that, arresting people and whatever have you, they bought the same amount of houses you went and bought one house for, they bought 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And they do it as a community. So most of basically every area they own.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's not even the Rothschilds, that's just lower level Amalekites.
Yeah. The little
The
power
peon
they can
ones.
have, yeah.
That's the power they
Yeah,
have.
yeah. It's
You
funny
know?
as well because you see what happened. I was reading with my relative of mine about what happened in Mexico. We was just talking about what happened down in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
And basically, the funny thing about it
Is what the fuck was I gonna say? Because it's something to do with. He said Amalek coming. Oh, the Olympics is gonna be down there, or is it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
World Cup.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a bit risky because down here in London, you remember, as soon as Stratford. Well, you're not from East
Stratford.
London, but you may. I don't know if you've ever been there prior to the Olympics.
Oh yeah, it was a hellhole.
Hell,
It was a fucking hellhole.
Shithole. And it was a slip.
It was
you
a
didn't wanna
hellhole. You didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
You go to the bus
It was a
station,
dungeon.
You go to the McDonald's. There's just lines of niggas out there. Like you're praying. Oh, if I'm shopping today, I hope these niggas don't come.
It was
talk to
poor.
me.
It was deprived.
No.
Yeah.
But the moment they got the Olympics, sweet.
They swept them up.
They made it look like it never looked
Pristine,
before.
innit?
You had all athletes from all around the globe, celebrities walking around. Oh, Stratford.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you had no idea what it looked like before.
Yeah.
But down there, I don't know what they're doing down there in Mexico because that's quite, it's quite. They're calling it close kind of thing. Because this summer is it football? This World
It's
Cup?
the World Cup's this year.
This
Yeah,
year.
it's in America and Mexico.
Yeah.
It
So
was
they're
this
calling it
summer.
close. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're gonna have to do some. That might, it's probably more than likely a psyop. CIA,
So let
Trump.
them do other things.
Yeah, for the sake of time, but it really shows you, man. This place, man. Satan.
They're behind it all, man.
There you go.
Behind
There
it.
you go.
Let me read
And
this.
there's a lot of Amalek in Mexico as
Yeah.
well, man.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 7, it says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders."
And that's these. You're gonna.
Hmm.
That's these Amalekites. That's Esau, but the top of them is the Rothschilds, the bankers. You know, the Rothschild family, the top families in the planet Earth, the Medicis, which are all Amalek lines. You know, and even down to the peon Amalekite. And what they don't like now is the fact that, you know what, the elite families are throwing them all under the bus because they are, through the Lord's doing it, but they are revealing what they get up to. There's a lot of stains on Amalek right now. The world hates them.
Yeah.
The fucking the underground tunnels, they're coming out the sewers. Remember that in
That shit was
something
insane.
New York,
Still, bro, people mention
that
that
was
every now and then.
Brooklyn.
Where
Remember
it's
that?
just like, bro, they were just jumping out of the suit. Like, what the
No,
hell
there was
that,
one video.
bro?
The dude, Jake was just walking by recording, and the motherfucker came out the
Just came,
sewage
popped
system.
up, yeah,
Like
oh.
for real, came out the tunnel.
They look like real heathens.
They're
They
nasty.
You know, they got to walk like
And
a kind of, posture
Yeah,
that just looks demonic, man.
yeah, because they're always scurrying.
Yeah.
The guy came out the fucking sewage pipe, and then as soon as the guy saw him, he acted normal, just walking away. Like they're always up to something. Even now, it's a known common theme. People will put on them WhatsApps. Yeah, that's what they do. And someone put on the comment, "Yo, these guys are always scurrying." I was like, it's so true.
Yeah.
That whole gutter rat spirit is the real reality.
Yeah.
You know? So really, and what's happening now is that they are the lesser, all of them are being revealed basically through these Epstein files, through the tunnels, and it's a stain on them. Everyone knows you're not the people. How can you be chosen of God, but the world hates you?
Yeah.
Doesn't make no. It's an oxymoron.
Like, you're in your land. You got nothing but problems since you've been there.
Nothing but problems, man.
Like, and it's the thing is the whole world's meant to be blessed through the ruling of everything meant to be in order.
Yeah.
Somehow the confusion now compared to the end of World War II to now, the confusion levels have like quintupled.
Increased. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just it shows like you're not the ones.
Let me read this precept. Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Edom, and his purpose that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he will make their habitations desolate with them. Now, if you know, I've been like binge watching Homeland. And a lot of it, they show CIA, Mossad, they show like the various different intelligence agencies working and how they, corroborate their information, however they do their thing. But if you see the tactics of Mossad, they're really like a intelligence cell that's like forcing the hand of America. And it's like the boy who cried wolf. They do it so, not even a boy who cried wolf. It's like it
is the boy who cried wolf.
I think so.
They cause the problems and then they will complain when it comes on them.
Yeah.
That's the boy who cried wolf.
And it's
like,
worked
that's
all
the
the
saying.
time. Yeah. It's worked all the time. And so there's a sense of confidence in it. But there's going to be a time where it ain't going to work.
You know, these Mossad, you mentioned all these intelligence agencies, they all do fucked up shit, but you know, Mossad is known for doing like some crazy assassinations and blatant stuff.
Yeah.
And then it always gets swept under the rug, and then America comes to their aid if it gets global.
Yeah.
So I think even CIA and stuff, there was a CIA agent, and he was saying how, they have like most of these intelligence agencies, they'll have like conferences and meet up with each other and that.
Yeah.
And then there was one CIA, and they were like, the one people we hated doing conferences was Mossad. And they said why we hated doing it, because whenever we'd go Israel, they would do dumb shit like they would like one time said one of us, we went home and they left shit stains all over our house and they killed our pets. The Mossad, they're demons like that. Basically, it was like a little in-house competition. But these guys they went into the American CIA people's shit and killed their pets and that, and then laid the dumps everywhere and all that. They're these demons,
No.
Yeah, because it was like they said the worst people we had to do like collaborations with. We hated doing it with like the intelligence agencies of Israel. They're like real demonic.
But that's
Yeah.
that makes it right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
It sounds about
Because
them,
they're the upper, like, they're the top man.
Mm.
You know, Amalek. They're deemed, you know, they don't even see themselves as so-called white people.
Yeah.
And this is what really shows, you know, in their behaviors. And ultimately, that's going to be their downfall because, like brothers have been saying, no one likes you.
Everyone's looking at you side-eyed, like throughout what the
Wow.
internet has done. You know, it's ruminating this truth. So one of the ripple effects is, you know, Revelation, the 2nd chapter, 9th verse, where it says, you know, synagogue of Satan. That's been said, but guess what? Now that energy is being felt all around the world.
And even patriot whites, sorry, bro.
Go on.
Patriot whites are like even in America. They're like you've seen it.
Yeah.
They're like calling them out.
Yeah.
Like man,
Yeah.
like 'cause you see it, even the cop pulled over one white dude and he looked at his name. So are you a Juice? And he said, yeah. And he started cursing them out. So we've woken up to you people, blah blah blah.
shit.
Because you know what the Jews like to do? They'll around regular whites, they'll act like they're white.
Yeah.
Then once they get back amongst their own,
Say
they'll start
Goyim.
stupid guy.
Yeah.
I told him my name is Willis, and I know that.
yeah.
But my name is really Whitkus.
Yeah.
And all this. And that's what they do. Cryptic motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because that even in Hollywood, they deceived us in Hollywood because most of the actors are Amalek.
Yeah, Amalek.
But they'll put them stupid, like normal, they'll put
Yes.
basic names, so
Yeah,
you know, a name we
yeah.
can understand,
Change their name,
as Smith or Johnson or whatever.
But
But they're really Amalek.
And this is the funny thing, because if you understand how Hollywood comes, because I found this out recently, Hollywood was a reaction to, New York was the ground zero for film in America. But what Hollywood came out of so-called Jews reacting to
Basically not being accepted within the film industry. They said, all right, we're going to fuck off to LA and start our own thing. And it's funny because Hollywood, like it's all personified through the spirit of Satan. And they've now taken the helm as far as being the main people over there making films. But with their downfall, the downfall of this world, so is the downfall of Hollywood. Hollywood like is finished.
them movies over there. What movie you really waiting for?
Mel Gibson hates it.
Oh,
Mel
of course
Gibson,
he
that,
does.
that guy lives in Italy. That guy lives in Italy. You know,
Yeah.
whenever you check him on the socials, he'll always do like cryptic things. You're like, oh, isn't the food just much better here? He'll say, he'll do like cryptic things because he said there's no point me now making a movie in Hollywood. He said because like it's finished. It's gonna. I get the production team. I get this, etc., etc. I'm paying all this when I can now do it over here and make a good movie here the same way. You know, the power's gone from there.
Yeah. I'll be real with you as well. Mediterranean, I know you've been over there.
Yeah.
In your, because I went over there last year, bro. Them mountains, that,
Oh yeah,
that
it's
terrain,
scenic. It's scenic.
Yeah.
it's just nice, man.
The water.
The mountains, like it's just different over there, man.
The food.
Food is quality.
Even Mel Gibson was cursing out Babylon. He was like, he said, "Isn't the food just much better here?" He was saying, because you know, he was talking about American society has completely declined.
Yeah.
The movie industry is finished. He said, and I think he even mentioned the point. It was once in New York.
Yeah.
So basically, he's getting at Amalek.
Yeah.
Because remember, they've really tried to.
Destroyed
For years now.
because of what and he came out, man.
He came out and spoke against them. I've got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I say just touch what you're gonna touch, and then
Yeah. Malachi 1 from the top. It says the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
yeah, that's it. I love Jacob and I hated Esau. That's really the bedrock of the relationship between the two, and the ultimate destiny. As far as ultimate destiny is for Jake to receive that love, which comes with mercy. That's why it's like, even though we've gone off, we've fallen short. You got supremely bugged out Jakes doing more bugged out shit than Esau right now, but they're gonna be in the kingdom. They're Israelite. They're gonna be in the kingdom. They're gonna be righteous. They're gonna be just. They're gonna be shooting laser beams and having harems. So Wagwan. Esau's gonna be toast. And that's just how the Lord had it set up, man.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. It's like the Lord can just decide, well, okay, I guess I have mercy on them. And he did. But then it's like even Esau's got a matter. Like right now, you man are shooting laser beams and having harems.
Yeah, they're having it their way.
with little boys and all
Yeah,
that.
all sorts.
Yeah.
In Israel, I saw something where like Israel, the state of Israel, the sex trafficking industry was massive there. And you know the Amalekites, they would like sex traffic Russian white women and shit.
Yeah.
And then they'll say stuff like, they're not, they're exotic, like because they're not the same as us. So that they'll basically traffic them, the lower level Edomites. They'll traffic them for sex trafficking. That's what they get up to. It's all controlled by them.
And then you lo and behold, some of them even be Jake as well, man.
Yeah.
You know them, because a lot of the, I don't know where it's
Yeah.
like, because I realize the racial lines in America are like a night and day compared to over here in the UK. Because I was looking into the civil rights bill as far as that's what opened the door for other ethnic minorities to come to America.
Yeah.
So prior to that, there was like an 80-90% immigration from European countries. What European countries? Most deprived European countries.
Lithuania,
That's it.
Polish,
Bulgaria, all that. Like the
Parts
ones
of
that are
Germany.
looked down upon by the ones that we're around over here.
Yeah.
Because when you come over here, them Poles, oh my days, they didn't like them when they come to the UK.
Yeah.
They did not like there's a different type of racial tension over here in Europe. So those people that have gone over to there in America have found some form of entitlement.
Oh yeah.
They may be Jake, they may
Well, they've
not.
done generations of living
There
there.
you go.
They some of them even they're so far gone from their original roots. They don't know the languages.
Yeah, yeah.
So there might be a Polak over there for the 5-6 generations.
Yeah.
They're white.
Yeah.
As far as they're
That's
concerned,
it,
we're
that's
white.
it, yeah.
You
And
get me?
I got certain rights in the land of America.
That's it. That's
But
what's
then
happened.
over in Europe, them Eastern European women and Jake are like hand and glove, man. Like when they come over here to the UK, that's the number one, like Polish girls.
Well, they're known for prostitution.
Yeah,
They push that stigma on
yeah,
them.
Romanians as well, all of them.
Yeah.
But they
Or
like,
thieving and whatnot bullshit. But a lot of them, that's a percentage because a lot of them Poles came here and built.
work their arse off.
They worked their fucking ass off, man. And a lot of them have even just moved back to Poland. So even Poland is Poland's GDP is like going high because of that.
It's catching up to the best in Europe.
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
From
their diaspora worked and just went back to there,
Yeah, build it up.
built it up. You know? Yeah.
You got anything on
There's a little bit more. So it says, whereas Edom says we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's that relationship's not gonna change. It's not gonna come to the end and be like, you know what? These guys have been in the land. They call themselves Yehudi, so we're gonna save them. That's not gonna happen. The same punishment that was mentioned in Numbers, that's gonna be meted out, and that's really what the beauty of it. The mercy on Jacob. It's like even in this destroyed state, downtrodden as we are, like, and as I mentioned in Hosea, when in the land wherein it was said, "You are not my people," there shall be said, "You are the sons of the living power."
Yeah.
That beauty of that recognition on a global stage, that's going to be cold. It's going to be cold as all hell.
And it's gonna be an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see the
Yeah,
people
very-
that have been for so long just niggas,
Look down
hey,
on-
shit. The way because even we got that hard wiring seeped into our minds as well. You have some type of
Growing up in
you grew up
Oh
in
yeah.
it, and you got some dysfunctional parts. We got demons.
That's
I'm not saying it like we're going off, but I mean like we're fighting.
We're fighting demons, and
There
we
you
got
go,
fucking.
there you go.
You got bloody demons you grew up with, bro.
Yeah.
We grew up fucking in a system that was totally, racist.
Yeah.
Some brothers grew up where there was racism just blatantly in front of them every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some maybe not, but regardless, you're a Jake in this society
Yeah.
by default, bro.
Yeah.
You
And
know
that
what I mean?
speaks to the level of wizardry this devil has done
Exactly.
on everything. So when you see these same people that are just looked at, because I've seen, around here, and I see like the one Jake chilling with like the Edomite,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, man, you're just like a tag along.
You don't know,
Like
man.
you're just there, like happy to be in a conversation, and you're just being dragged along.
There was
It's
one.
like-
There was one. Me and Ramal was eating in a Weatherspoon, not far from here,
Yeah.
and there was like these Edomites and a Jake, and the Jake's with a white girl, but they're all a group.
Yeah.
But what's happened is the Edomite guys, they were now like kind of, you know, they like to do that passive aggressive, but they're really dissing you.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, because the guy I guess was Nigerian, innit? They were talking about Guinness being, the Edomite goes, do you know the factory where Guinness is made the most outside of Ireland? And the guy didn't, but the guy didn't answer it, innit?
Oh, okay.
So, he said it's Nigeria, blah blah. The guy said to him, yeah. So but then he would now they were like slide dissing him.
Yeah.
But then the guy, it was you know, like they're trying to outdo him.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I guess the girl liked the Jake.
Yeah.
You know, it's a group.
Yeah.
But then what's happened is that dude's like, me and Ramar are eating, and the guy's looking over. I don't know if the Ramar remember this, but the guy's looking over at us, the Jake. I'm like, nigga, you shouldn't be with them. Like, I'm like, bro, nigga, you shouldn't be with them. I'm like, because it was so blatant with that, what they were doing. You know those kind of scenarios, you just can't avoid it.
Yeah,
It was so blatant what's going on, and then he was backing them up.
That, bro.
He was back and forth, and they were back and forth, and he was looking over at us. We're eating, but I'm looking over like, nigga, what the fuck is this with them? Like, don't you understand? Like, we're in our own world. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't you understand? But obviously, even the girl, the white chick he was with, she kind of was like, because it's her so-called men, innit? But she's with my man, but they're together or whatever. But that just proves they don't like you. Doesn't matter. You can work with them. You can be there, but you can be there supposedly. If they're not like Jake and they don't have a certain spirit, they don't like you, bro. They've grown up to dislike you. So they were kind of showing that hatred.
But he's
like, bro, what the fuck? And I'm just thinking, what are you doing with those dudes? Bro, get the fuck. But the guy is in the world. He's doing what he's gonna do. He's not gonna hear you anyway. I was just, it was, you know, like when you get that second-hand embarrassment. It was cringy. It was fucking cringy, man.
Was he like he just landed basically?
No, he was a well-spoken and all that. But what I mean is, it was
I mean, even though he's well-spoken, he could have been like trained and educated.
Maybe so.
And then come over because they have like that colonial like. Oh, I'm, you know, white people.
Yeah, but
the way they think about
but his instinct looked at us.
Yeah. Like, he's waking up. Like he's been around.
I was like, bro.
They're probably poking fun at him. He's starting. Wait, hold on. These ain't the white.
There's that second-hand embarrassment, like, bro. Yeah. But you see, a lot of our people, you're so immersed by these devils. It's time to realize they're not for you, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why you have
against our people, man.
I know we got to close up, but I just want to say that's why you have like that big tension over in America with you have like. Jake from Africa that move over there, like, or even Hamites as well, and they basically feed into that. Oh, I'm not Black American. I'm not one of you guys because they're trying to run away from the stigma. Like they want to be, and the way they market up. If you see the way they market the Western world to them, like even now that same thing I mentioned about the way there was even one other video, the guy that does not him, but the other one from Manny that does what's your name? I'm sent to destroy you. He's talking to one guy and he's like, you think you come here to this white people's country and you do this? Like I've seen another one where you think this is God. Like them guys from them countries, the way they see white people is crazy.
I said that's why you left your
country. There's nothing there.
But you know that was an Amalekite ploy as well because what they did is they basically let any diaspora people, including even Negro Americans, what they did is they pushed the narrative and poison. It was part of the protocols and learned elders of Zion. It was like basically don't make them basically push the narrative, make them believe that their money flowing together won't work. Or them building together bridges will not work. Or them, do you get me? So that's where all that comes from. It's tactical.
And where does that come from? Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, the curses.
Psalms tells you that this man Esau is the sword of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
So he's the one enacting
all of the
curses upon us in order for him to obtain his blessing.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
But I know you want to go in it.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, Lord willing, be back again next week, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, shalom.
Shalom,
man.
Shalom. Shabbat. We'll be back, man.